So we're here with Shenae and Bentley, Bold Venture, and Shenae was saying he might wander around a bit, so we're going to wander with him because he's quite a character, isn't he, Shenae?
He is. He does a bit what he likes, which is probably my fault. I've spoiled him from a young age. So, but once you're on top, he knows his job and he does it. But on the ground, he is a bit of a menace.
So tell us a bit about how you two sort of came together.
I actually saw a Facebook ad and thought, wow, that's a really nice type. So I bought him sight unseen, and that's really how it came about. And that would have been 8 years ago now. And it's been a work in progress, but we've just formed a really nice partnership and trust each other. So never really expected from the start that he'd be as good as he is, but he just keeps improving. So.
And the horse that took you to a world championship and possibly in the Olympics. We'll talk about that in a little minute. You've got another great off-the-track thoroughbred here at Adelaide. You've got Chasing Great, who used to be ridden by Monica Spencer.
Yeah.
Are they very different characters, or are they similar?
They're very different in many ways. They've both got the thoroughbred willing attitude and built for the sport, great endurance, stamina, and I love that about them. Chasing Great is owned by Chris and Tina Barlow, so they're still in New Zealand and they come over as often as they can to come see us. But he is a much greener horse than this one, but he's really improving and looking quite exciting. So hopefully he keeps taking those right steps and could be another one just behind this guy.
And you've got them both in the, here we go, we've got them both in the 4-star short, which you won last year, so defending champion coming back. Why the 4 short this year?
I just thought it's the best preparation, you know, with my goal to go to Paris. It's my best preparation and his best preparation to not have to be rock hard fit at this stage in his preparation. So that's really why I chose it. I think it's a great test. It's fast, it's accurate, and I think it really suits, just where he is in his preparation. And I haven't really done a huge amount of events with him this year. He had a huge year last year and just ticked him over till now. So hopefully this prep run will be a good step forward, and then we'll just keep going from there.
So when you don't take them to a lot of competitions, do you just keep them ticking over at home with cross-country training, or do you just do show jumping and dressage? How do you keep him sort of on the job without lots of competitions?
Yeah, well, that's really, I do a lot at home, a lot of training, cross-country schooling. If I'm looking back to last year, I only really did the one run before this event last year, and it seemed to work. So I've tried to keep much the same program and really do what is necessary for him, not what I want to do. So it's really easy to want to do every event that pops up because it makes you feel better, but at the end of the day, it's not always in the horse's best interest. So he knows his job, and hopefully we can prove that this week.
And you did have a little training run at Scone a couple of weeks ago, and it's quite a funny story that you weren't running officially, and you missed out events.
Well, I was really lucky. The committee let me do a training round, so I did the whole event start to finish, which was really good for the preparation for this event. But I was on my way home, and the third last fence, you had to go up a steep hill and down a steep hill, and I just thought I would give it a bit of a bypass because I was nearly home, and you know, it probably was okay to do, hopefully. No one seemed to care that much, but no, I just wanted to get home, and he did such a great round. So
as long as you don't do it this week.
No, hopefully not. I'll be counting every single fence, so let's not do that again.
And Mikey S, obviously because you won here last year, Mikey S says that the course is slightly tougher this year.
Yeah, new course designer, which is exciting. Should be good. I thought last year was pretty tough. The time was extremely tough, so it'll be interesting to see whether he's made the time a bit more doable this year. But I'm looking forward to it. I've always loved his courses, and his questions are always very, they're tricky, but they're very clear in many ways, so the horses read them well, so it should be a great course.
Yeah. Another little story I also heard. I heard that you came down to the stable one day at home and Bentley wasn't in it.
That was at Scone.
Oh, was that actually at Scone?
It was at Scone. I've got Liv Shaw who works for us. She went out to feed early and she came running back to the truck. She's like, Bentley's not in his stable. And I was like, oh no, that's not good. So I went over there and he wasn't there, and we just looked around out the back and he was just eating the grass, which is beautiful grass. I don't think horses are meant to go on there. Looked like he was out all night, hadn't touched his hay, there was no poo in his stable. So he thought he had a great walk-in, walk-out stable. He thought it was great.
I mean, why would you want to leave stables like that? Because the stables at Scone are so beautiful, but he's quite a character, aren't you, Bentley?
Yeah, he is. He's extremely quirky, but if you understand him and know his quirks, he's easy to deal with. But if you don't, then he's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
So,
well, he's been extremely patient putting up with us now, but I think he wants to go back to his stable. Just very quickly before we finish, Paris. It must be such an exciting thought that, you know, this year there is the potential for you to be selected. How would you feel if you were selected?
it's obviously been my dream for my whole life as long as I've been riding, so it would be a huge thing to go. I know how much work there is to do between now and then, and I'm not one to ever get ahead of myself or get my hopes up, so I'm just taking each day as it comes. I've got a fantastic horse. We know each other so well. He's really the only horse I would want to take at this stage in my life, so it would be a dream come true.
Yeah. Well, Adelaide first, we wish you a fantastic weekend. Thank you, both of you, for being so patient and giving us so much time. Thanks, Bentley. And we'll see you out there. Thanks guys.
Thanks.